rejoining us for our second game of the day. It is the Vancouver Bruins versus the Montreal Red Lite. Three men's A games today. The opening face-off is going to be between Tino Bassi of the Bruins and Olivier Levesture for the Montreal Red Lite. Although you could probably tell based on how I pronounced Olivier's name. Montreal wins the opening face-off and get it back to Ghilarducci. They get it in deep, courtesy of Doust. Behind the net now, the Montreal team has it. Duguay takes a shot and it goes wide. Vancouver now takes control, courtesy of Tino Bassi. They flip it up ahead, all the way down the ice, in on goal. And that is gloved, and the Montreal Red Lite will take the whistle. Christian Lanton in goal for Montreal, and Adam Butler for Vancouver. Dosanjh to take the face-off. He lines up against Diaz Vargas. Vancouver wins the face-off, but the goalie is taken down, and it looks like we're going to get a power play early against the Vancouver Bruins. Herman Sunner will sit for 2 for goaltender interference. He doesn't like a call, but he can't really do much to argue with it at this point, as he is about to be sitting down, and his team will have to kill a penalty early. Sahota to take the face-off for Vancouver, but he loses it to Montreal. Labonte has it for Montreal. Looking up ahead, he gets it to Roy. Labonte with it again. Back to Labonte. He passes it across, but it's back to Labonte. Labonte. Back to Diaz Vargas. Back to Labonte. Across, shoots! Goal! That one off the stick of Matthew David, thanks to Labonte passing it right to him. He slapped it right past Adam Butler, making this game 1-0 Montreal Red Lite, just barely a minute and 10 seconds into this game on the power play. Ball is dropped. Vancouver comes away with it. Vancouver gets it deep, but the goaltender is out to play it for Montreal. Vancouver fighting hard to regain the momentum after giving up a very early goal in this game. Sidhu is fighting very hard for it, but his stick got caught up in the arms of another player. Painshaw has it now for Vancouver. He passes it back. They take a shot, and it's wide. They go behind the net. Sidhu picks it up. Sidhu backhands it. Open out in front, and they can't get the shot off. Trevor Sidhu had an amazing opportunity there, but he couldn't quite finish. Montreal now picks it up, and they're running it down the ice. Oh, but it's picked off by Vancouver, but then they smack it ahead. Neutral zone battle for it, and Montreal comes away with it. It's off to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci takes a shot, and it goes wide. Vancouver picks it up. It's on the stick of Jagpal Sandhu. Sandhu goes behind his net. Looks around with it. Both teams changing, so he'll wait for the changes to complete before he makes a move. Duguay is there with him. He passes it up to Purewall. Purewall gets it ahead to Chahal. Now Purewall with it again. The red light's fighting very hard to get it away from him. He nearly trips off a red light, but he gets away with it. Duguay has it now. A bunch of diving players stop the ball from being shot on goal on both sides so far. Now Proles has it for the Montreal red light. Proles fighting off two Vancouver Bruins with it. Ball is loose now in the far corner. Vancouver shoots it around, courtesy of Jazz Colon. Vancouver running as fast as they can to get there ahead, but Herman Sunner can't quite make it, but he will fight to try and get control of the puck, but the red light come away with it. Shooting it up to Doust. Doust shoots it back, and they get it all the way back to their zone. Trudeau with it now. He shoots it up to 71. Kukamarski. It goes deep, and it looks like Vargas Diaz is picking it up for the red light. Two Bruins on him now, trying to take it away, but he gets it around to David. David turns, looks around, trying to find a friendly face, but he can't quite find one between all the yellow. David turns with it. He winds, fakes a shot. Passes it across to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci back up to David. David back to Vargas Diaz. Across to Kukamarski. Kukamarski with it now, and he gets it picked off by the Bruins. It goes up ahead to Randawa. Randawa trying to deke him out, but he can't quite make it, and it's taken away by David. David wraps it around, and it's picked up by LeBrun. LeBrun over to Ghilarducci, back to Brun. Brun looks ahead with it. LeBrun pass it off to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci back to Brun. LeBrun back to Ghilarducci. It's almost picked off by the Bruins, and he's forced back. Ghilarducci plays it off to LeBrun again. LeBrun shoots it up to Provost Blaise, but it's taken away by the Vancouver players. Number 15 with it now for Vancouver. Ciraldi. Ciraldi fighting for it in the corner. Turns, tries to get it out front, but he can't quite make it there. Picked up by Vancouver. They take a shot, but it's blocked out in front by all the bodies. Number 99, Danik Martel gets it all the way down in Vancouver territory before Vancouver takes it away, but the goalie has to jump on it. Adam Butler having to dive on that one to stop something dangerous happening and dropping another point to the Montreal red light. Ghilarducci to take the face-off against Painshaw. Ghilarducci wins it back to Fortier. Fortier slaps it, and it's blocked out in front by a series of bodies. Sidhu has it now. He tries to shoot it, but the red light take it back. Fortier shoots it across to Perrault. Perrault behind his net with it. Plays it off to Fortier. Fortier shoots it around, hoping that Corbeil can pick it up, and he does. Corbeil up to Bradley. Bradley shoots it down. And it looks like Ghilarducci is going to be able to pick it up. No, he's just beaten to it by Sunner. Goes around, picked up by Perrault for the red light, but he's fighting off two Bruins for it, and they shoot it down into the Montreal bench, hits one of the coaches, but everyone seems okay. 14:19 left to go in the opening period. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the Vancouver Bruins, but that one shot by Montreal was a goal. Score 1-0 in favor of Montreal. Vancouver taking a very defensive stance off this face-off, but they come away with it. Odd man rush for Vancouver now. They pass it across. They try to get the shot off, but they can't quite do it as the stick gets in the way. Montreal turns it around, getting it up to Prohl. Prohl in the far side corner with it. He's knocked over. Doust wants to pick it up for Montreal now. Prohl with it now. Vancouver tries to turn it away, but the hand is raised, and it looks like there's an interference call once again going against Vancouver. This time it's Amrit Purewal who is going to have to sit for 2 for interference. Hopefully this goes better for Vancouver than their last penalty kill did, dropping the first goal of the game off a beautiful shot by the red light. Ball is dropped and Montreal comes away with it, getting it back to Provost Blais. Provo Blais. Pass it off. Back to Provo Blais. Shoots! And he can't quite get it on goal. I think he faked the shot. He gets it over to Labonte. Labonte with it now. Shoots it, and it's off a player out in front. Vancouver will try and clear it, but it looks like Labonte's going to be able to fight and maintain control. And no, Vancouver is able to clear it all the way down. And Christian Lanton will have to play it for his team. Provo Blais plays it up the ice, getting it past the red line, but there's a line of defense there. He's able to get it just past the blue line, which means they're onside now. Montreal in, passing it around, winds up, fires, Provo Blais, and it's off his stick, up into the webbing, and the play was blown down. Probably went off of Vancouver's stick, so the face-off will come to the left of Adam Butler. One minute 16 left to kill for Vancouver. Vargas Diaz loses the faceoff for Montreal, and it's shot up, but it's gloved down by Kukumarski. Kukumarski loses it, and Vancouver has now got a one-on-one opportunity. Here comes Tinu Bassi, who gets around on his own, shoots it in, and it's off the blocker. He is held down, and the Montreal power play will come to an end because Kukumarski was on top of Sidu. Bassi was held down by Kukumarski, and the refs rule that as holding, and he will sit for 2, cutting the power play for Montreal Red Light in half. We are now playing 4-on-4 ball hockey for the next 59 seconds. Shots 3-1 in favor of the Bruins. Vancouver was able to win that one off the faceoff. Back to Kurt Assel, who shoots it up. In the far corner, it's picked up by Tinu Bassi. The refs gets in the way of the ball a little bit there, but he's able to hop out of the way soon enough. It's behind the net. Montreal picks it up, getting it to Perreault. Perreault looks up ahead, bounces it off the wall, gets it up ahead to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci tries to get it, but 2 Vancouver players are there to take it away from him. It's picked up by Rendawa of Vancouver. It's shot all the way down, and it looks like, yes, Tinu Bassi is able to stop it from going for icing, but Montreal will be able to pick it up. Both teams looking for change now, especially Vancouver. Vancouver completes their change, and Montreal starts to move it up the ice, courtesy of number 44. Or 44, sorry, Ghilarducci. Speaking of 44, number 44 for Vancouver, Ryan Kayla is trying to take it away, and it's gotten away now by Herman Sunner, who tries to get it up so Jagpal Sandhu can make something happen, but Montreal takes it away, plays it in front of their net, and now Vancouver is on the power play. 57 seconds left to go. Montreal will be eager to just sit in their zone and kill this one off. They're playing keep away with it now, just now getting it all the way down the ice. Jagpal Sandhu for Vancouver tries to get it up. He gets it around to Ryan Kayla. Kayla drops it for Sandu. Sandu looks up at his options. Flips it in. All the players will now run for it. But Herman Sunner gets there for Vancouver. Gets it around. Picked up by Dosanjh. Dosanjh looks up. Looking for a passing lane. Gets it back to Sandu. Sandu now. Over to Dosanjh. Dosanjh back to Sandu. Slap shot! And that's up into the webbing. No goal for Herman Sunner, who had the best opportunity of this power play. With 1 second left, it looks like both teams will escape unscathed by special teams this round. However, it is important to remember that the Red Light are 1 for 2, scoring their first goal on their first shot of their first power play in the first period. 10:52 left to go, and the first shots are still 3-1 in favor of the Bruins, who have still yet to score and are trailing 1-0 to the visiting Montreal Red Light. Pinchot to take the face-off for the Bruins. Pinchot loses it. Goes back to LeBrun. LeBrun looks up ahead, trying to find an option. He gets it all the way up to number 68, Prohl. Prohl fighting with it. Turning, spins. Vancouver almost able to get it away, but Prohl is able to pick it up again. Now it's in the corner, and it looks like Prohl and Duguay are fighting for it, but it's flipped all the way down, and it will go for icing against Vancouver. Faceoff will come to the right of Adam Butler. Douse takes the face-off from Montreal. He wins it to himself. Shoots it behind the boards where Vancouver will try and pick it up and get it away. Ball is shot up, hoping that Trevor Sidhu will be able to pick it up. He gets it in the corner, and it's picked up by Sahota. Sahota turns with it. Sidhu shoots it behind the net. Picked up now by Pinchot. Pinchot fighting off a red light to try and maintain control in the offensive zone. Pinchot and Trevor Sidhu both now trying to keep possession, but Montreal comes away with it. Gets it over to Matthew David. Now on the stick of Duguay. Duguay gets hit from behind. Duguay able to regain control of it. Vancouver fights, and now it's in possession of Jazz Cologne. Vancouver bounces it off the boards, gets it all the way up to Sahota. Sahota turns with it. Gets it back to number 10, Sandu. Sandu keeps it in, gets it all in the far side boards. They shoot it, and it's gloved, swallowed up by the goalie for the face-off. 9 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in this first period. Montreal still leads by a score of 1-0, and only one shot has been made in what feels like the last 6 or 7 minutes. That shot for the Bruins, who have yet to score. Martel shoots it around the boards, trying to create space for his team. Martel with it again, shoots it on goal. The goalie's not sure where it is. Martel shoots again, and it goes just wide. Butler looking a little frazzled because out of all the shots that have come his way, only one has actually made it on goal. And that, of course, was the goal that was scored early in this first period. Martel shoots it up to Trudeau. Back to Trudeau. Slap shot! Blocked by a body out in front. That one's picked up by Par Sidhu. Par flips it all the way down. It's off the stick of Trudeau. Trudeau wraps it around, trying to get it to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci picks it up, backhands it up ahead, trying to get it on the stick of Bradley, but it's taken away by Vancouver, who are offside, and the faceoff will come just outside the offensive zone. Face-off is won back by Montreal. It goes to Jomp. Jomp looks up ahead. Manages to find the stick of Perreault. Parole gets it in, but it's taken away quickly by Vancouver, who get it all the way up to number 33, Nick Gondos. Gondos shoots, and it's off the backboards. Picked up by Randawa. Randawa shoots it back. Gets it to Bassi. Bassi gets it out in front. Oh, my goodness. That was a great attempt by Gondos, but it goes just wide. Gondos tries to shoot it around for Sandu. Sandu can't quite make it, and it's wrapped around the boards. Back onto the stick of Bradley from Montreal. Bradley's almost tripped up, but he runs through it. Bradley takes it in for his team. On the stick of Ghilarducci, who shoots it, and it's off a body. Picked up by Vancouver's Herman Sunner. Sunner runs it in on his own stick. He shoots it up for number 44, who tips it in on goal, but it's turned away. Kayla with it now for Vancouver. Passes off to Dosanjh. Dosanjh loses it to Montreal. It's on the stick of Kukumarski, who gets it up to Parole. Parole shoots it in, wraps around the boards. Kukumarski wants to pick it up, but Vancouver takes it away. Now it's on the stick of Dosanjh again, who's able to get it in on his own stick, but it's taken away. It looks like Matthew David's going to take away this opportunity Vancouver is trying for. Purewall has it now. Oh, shot! An excellent shot chance by Sunner, taken away by Montreal. Sunner trying to pick it up, but it's going to be taken away by Kukumarski. Kukumarski turns it around, looks up ahead. Backhands it over to his teammate, number 79. Matthew David with it now. Fortier enters the zone. Looks like he's going to try and get a shot, but he doesn't. He just holds on to the puck. Pass it off to number 9. Vargas Diaz looks around. Rings it off the boards. Gets it back to Kukumarski. Kukumarski rings around for Diaz, and he scores! Excellent passing play there by Kevin Kukumarski onto the stick of Nelson Vargas Diaz, who's able to score and make it 2-0 for the visiting Montreal Red Light. That's got to sting for Vancouver, giving up one just a minute and 10 seconds into this game, and another with 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. They have 6 shots on goal, and Montreal only has 2. 2 shots, 2 goals. This faceoff now being taken by number 66, Matt Panchot for Vancouver. He loses it, but Vancouver quickly regains control. But then Montreal takes it away. Steve Prohl gets in, looks at his option, passes it to number 98, shoots it in, off the glove. It's in the air, and the goalie, Adam Butler, gloves it down to stop anything more dangerous from happening. You know, it's crazy. We're almost 14 minutes into this period. There have been 9 shots total, only 3 of them against Vancouver, and only 1 of them has been saved. It's got to be a little bit hectic to be Adam Butler right now, but he is doing his best to regain his headspace and stop any other shots that come his way. Shot on goal. No, blocked. Goes across to Matthew Degay. Montreal maintains control. Gets it out front to Steve Prohl. Prohl loses it. Vancouver gets it all the way down. Will it go for icing? No, it won't. Wrapped up in the corner now is Maston Sahota. Vancouver's able to get it away, but then Montreal quickly takes it back. Trudeau gets it up. Trudeau goes behind his net to pick it up the ball. Trudeau with the ball now. Hands it off to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci looks up the ice. He flips it down, and it's bounced off the stick of Jonathan Dowse so they can get in. Vancouver there to pick it up, though, trying to turn things around. Nick Gondos able to hold on, but Montreal takes it away as soon as he enters the zone and turns around. Montreal now in Vancouver's zone. Gets it over to Matthew Duguay. They shoot it in, and his 4th shot, 2nd save of the game. Adam Butler freezes the ball with 5 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in this one. Joel Provost Blaise to take the face-off for Montreal. Blaise loses the face-off, and Vancouver rings it around, but it's quickly picked up by Martin Corbeil for Montreal. He has it stripped by Herman Sunner, who shoots it ahead to Shaden Dosanjh, but it's taken away by Montreal. Dosanjh with it again. He tries to get it across to Purewall, who would have a great one-on-one opportunity, but Montreal takes Montreal with a one-on-one opportunity. Deeks, excellent save by Adam Butler. What a chance for number 55, Yannick Jompe, who had a one-on-one opportunity with the goalie. Deke to the backhand, but Adam Butler got his toe on that one and stopped this game from becoming 3-0. Ball behind the goal. Herman Sunner there to pick it up from Vancouver. He turns with it, looking for a friendly face. Over to 92, takes a shot, and it goes high and wide. Sidhu cannot score on that one, but he takes another shot. It's out in front of the goal now, and it is corralled by Christian Lanton, who freezes the game to stop Vancouver from building on more momentum and scoring their first goal of this one. Paincho taking this one against Ghilarducci. Paincho wins it, backhands it on goal, but it's turned away easily by Lanton. Montreal has it now. They flip it ahead, but Vancouver's there to take it away. Turned around quickly by Jagpal Sandhu. Sandhu shoots it in, but Montreal's there to take it away, courtesy of Samuel Fortier. Fortier plays it behind his own net, but Sandhu isn't giving up. He takes the ball away. Fortier picks it up, though. Shoots it up ahead to number 12, Jeffrey Bradley. Bradley carrying it now. Tries to backhand it in. He does. He has it now back on his stick. He passes it over to his teammate, number 16. Gets it up ahead to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci with it now. It goes back to Bradley. Bradley plays it in the corner. Backhands it out in front, but Vancouver turns it away. Bradley with it again. Shoots it across to LeBrun. LeBron fakes a shot, passes it to Bradley. Bradley backhands it. Vancouver might be there to take it away, and they do, but it goes out of play and into some fans. Luckily had their hands up. Since that one was a backhand by Vancouver, you have to imagine the faceoff will still stay inside their zone and come to the right of Adam Butler. No, the refs are ruling it went off a Montreal player, so this one will come just outside the Vancouver defensive zone. Sahota taking the faceoff against Vargas Diaz. Sahota wins it for himself, but Montreal quickly turns it around. Entering now is Matthew David. David shoots it up, gets it to Vargas Diaz. A slap shot, and that one's high and hits our scoreboard. Those things are expensive. Watch your shots, man. Carl Ghilarducci might be charged with vandalism after hitting our scoreboard directly with that shot. Montreal wins that face-off. Over to Ghilarducci again. Ghilarducci shoots it up to Trudeau. Ball is high and frozen, and the face-off will come back inside the zone, this time to the left of Adam Butler. Vargas Diaz to take the face-off. He takes it against Vancouver, and he wins it. But now Vancouver's there to take the next chance away as Chahal picks it up. Chahal gets it up ahead to Gondos. Gondos shoots it out, but Montreal turned it around, slams their sticks on it, and that one goes high and wide. The face-off will come to the neutral zone. Two minutes 41 left in this first period. Shots are 8-5 in favor of the Vancouver Bruins, who trail 2-0 against the Montreal Red Light. Speaking of which, the Montreal Red Light just entered the zone, courtesy of Prohl. The ball is high in the air, and Prohl gloves it down. He tries to get it across, but he's taken down. He's tripped. It looked like, it's ruled a hand pass, and the play is blown dead, and I believe the faceoff will come outside the zone after that one. Douse takes that one, but he loses it, and it's picked up in the back corner by Chima. Chima for Vancouver gets it ahead to Purewall. Purewall looks at his options. He fans on the pass attempt, and Montreal tries to take it away, and he will ice that one. Face off back inside Vancouver's zone. Vancouver will not get a change, and Montreal won't take theirs. Douse taking the face-off for Montreal. He loses it to Vancouver, and it's picked up by Sandu. Sandu rings it around, and it's backhanded out. Of Dosanjh. Dosanjh tries to get it forward. It's taken away by Montreal. Ball is knocked up in the air by a couple sticks and ends up in the Vancouver bench. Face-off coming inside the Montreal zone to the left of Christian Lanton. Dosanjh lines up against Provost Blais, and Provost wins the face-off, tries to shoot it out, but Vancouver is able to hold the line. Paul is picked up by Purewall. Shot over to 17, who takes a shot, and the ball is loose. Oh! Off a loose ball, Emrit Purewall scores to make it a 2-1 game with 1:47 left in the first period. Mad scramble out in front, everyone looking to capitalize on that one, and Emrit Purewall is able to find his stick on the ball, and he knocks it in top shelf to bring this game to a 1-goal differential. 2-1 still in favor of Montreal, but Vancouver has momentum for the last minute and 47 seconds left of this period. Trying to capitalize on that momentum. They tried to brute force their way in, but Montreal quickly turns it around, getting in deep. But it looks like 92's Brandon Sidhu is going to pick it up for Vancouver, shoot it all the way down. It won't go for icing as Matthew Lebrun is right there. 2 Vancouver players there to take it away, but he shoots it down, gets it to Provost Blais. Vancouver takes it away again, but it's turned around. Lebont brings it in for Montreal. He fakes a shot, passes it across. He finds Danik Martel, but Martel can't fire. Martel spins around with it, trying to get in on the goalie, trying to get a pass out in front, but he loses it to a Vancouver player. Vancouver shoots it off the boards. Montreal manages to keep it in, and it's back on the stick of Martel. Martel behind the net with it. Trying to get everyone out of position. It's on the stick of another Montreal player. It's underneath the goalie now, and people are pushing and shoving, and a fight looks to be about to break out between Jess Collin and Danik Martel. The refs break it up before anything can come of it, though, and the whistle is blown. Play ends with 53.8 seconds left to go in the first. Face-off inside the Vancouver zone, and Montreal looking hungry as ever to increase their lead. Sahota to take the face-off for Vancouver. Sahota loses it. Montreal takes a shot right off of the face-off, but it's easily blocked away by Adam Butler. Goes all the way down, and it's going to get picked up by number 44, Gillard Ducci, who takes it behind his own net. Tries to get away from the Vancouver players, but they're on either side of him. Coraldi is there to challenge. Coraldi turns, fires, and that could have been a goal, but he just barely misses the net. Gillarducci picks it up now. 61 fighting for it now for Vancouver. Montreal looks like they're about to bat it out, though. Gillarducci gets it back, plays it in front of his net to number 68, Prohl. Prohl back to Gillarducci. Gillarducci looks ahead, waits to get rushed before he passes off to Prohl. Prohl with it now. Back over to Gillarducci. He passes off to Levasseur, who will just eagerly await the end of the period. We go into the second, 2-1 in favor of Montreal. We rejoin the action between the Montreal Red Light and the Vancouver Bruins. It looks like Vancouver is going to start this period shorthanded. It looks like there was just a bit of jostling between both sides as one player from each team sits down in the penalty box. Shots 11-7 in favor of Vancouver, but goals are 2-1 in favor of Montreal, who scored on their first 2 shots of the game. Vancouver is able to win the faceoff back to Painchot. Stick gets tangled up. Looked like that could have been dangerous, but the ball is deep into red light territory now as Randhawa fights to get it for his team. Ghilarducci picks it up for Montreal. But it's now turned up, and Douse enters the zone. He tries to get it across, but it's cut off by Vancouver players. That would have been an excellent opportunity for Duguay, but unfortunately Vancouver had the wherewithal to stop that pass from getting through. Ball loose out in front. Trudeau took a shot, but it was gloved down easily by Adam Butler. Dosanjh faces off against number 9, Vargas Diaz, for this face-off. That ball is picked up by Kayla, who whips it around the boards, and it almost clears the red line, but Montreal manages to keep it in. Ball is knocked off by Chahal, who moves it up to Sunner, but it's turned around quickly by Montreal. Chahal shoots it up again. This time it's picked up by Dosanjh, who takes a shot on goal, and it's blockered down and then covered by Christian Lanton. This period already off to a better start for Vancouver. 1 minute and 11 seconds and no goal scored against them. Kayla to take the face-off against Vargas Diaz. Ball is won back, whipped around to Fortier. Fortier passes it back to LeBrun. LeBrun whips it up. He gets it up ahead to Kukumarski. Kukumarski tries to enter the zone on his own stick, and he does. Now looking for passing lanes. He bounces off the board. Gets it to Duguay. Kukumarski had the ball stripped of him and shot down by Vancouver, but it goes for icing, and the faceoff will come inside the Vancouver zone. Ball is dropped, and it goes high in the air off the faceoff and onto the Vancouver bench. Looks like the faceoff will go right back where it just was. Ball dropped. Montreal takes a shot right off the faceoff, but they can't get it on the goal. Oh, that was a beautiful shot that would have gone 5-hole, but the door is closed by Adam Butler. Vancouver now moving up on the stick of Sandu. Sandu pushes it ahead, hoping Sidiou can get to it. Montreal wraps it around. They look to turn things around now. They bounce it off the boards, go behind their own net with it. Ghilarducci with it now. He shoots it up to... Vancouver turns things around, gets it to center ice, but Montreal is able to hold the line. Montreal still with it. Oh, it was offside. No one realized, so that Montreal played it inside the line, and the faceoff will now come outside the Vancouver zone. Provost Blaze lines up to take the face-off. Ball is dropped, and it's one back to Vancouver. Vancouver tries to bounce it off the boards, and it looks like they will be successful in entering the zone as Randawa fights. He's able to get it. Oh, Vancouver tries to pass it back, but it's taken away by Danik Martel, who almost scored, but it's just wide. Ball goes back. Montreal still has it. They take another shot on goal, but it's sticked away easily by Adam Butler. Montreal still putting on intense pressure, though. Ball loose out in front of the goal. A bunch of sticks clashing for it. No one really sure where it is as everyone swings at it. Ball is whipped around the boards. Picked up by Vancouver, who get it all the way down. Vancouver. Oh! Tino Bassi tried to put some excellent moves on there, jumping a stick, but he's caught in midair, falls over, and loses control. Montreal back down. Danik Martel shoots it in. Montreal winds up to take a slap shot, but LeBrun holds on to it. Shoots it into the far side corner. Gallon is there to pick it up for Vancouver, but LeBrun is right back there to pick it up for Montreal, putting it back in deep, and it's now picked up by Duguay, who's fighting to hold on to it, keep it in possession, and he's knocked down by Vancouver. Oh! Into the the armpit of Adam Butler off a shot by Jonathan Doust. Nearly 4 minutes gone in the second period. The shots are 11-9 in favor of the home Vancouver Bruins, but Montreal is still leading by a single goal. Vancouver is able to get their glove on that one. Sunner is able to fight. Oh! Goal line save! Christian Lanton just kept this game in Montreal's hands by making an excellent goal line save with his glove, seconds before any Vancouver stick could get their blade on it and push it home. Dosanjh to take the face-off for Vancouver against LeBrun for Montreal. Face-off goes Montreal's way, and they immediately start up the ice, courtesy of Kukumarski. Kukumarski is taken into the boards, but Montreal still has possession. Vancouver forces it back. LeBrun loses it. It's now on the stick of Dosanjh. Dosanjh looking for a friendly face. He gets it back, but Vancouver might lose it here. Yes, LeBrun is able to pick it up for Montreal. He gets it ahead to Kukumarski. Kukumarski tries to flip it up so he can get the shot off. Oh, it's loose out in front. The goalie's miles out of position, but Montreal can't get their sticks on it. It's around the boards. No one quite saw where it was, but Dosanjh sees it for Vancouver. He tries to get it up for his Sunner, but it's blocked by the stick of Matthew David. Oh, excellent passing shot by Levasseur, but he can't get the shot on goal, and it stays out. Oh, and now he does it. Levasseur parked at the goal line, tips it in off the side, and this game is now 3-1 in favor of Montreal. Barely 5 minutes gone in the final period. Olivier Levasseur re-ups their goal lead, making it 3-1, getting them doubling their advantage early in this second period. Vancouver comes away with it off the face-off on the stick of Sandu. He bounces off the board, trying to get it up for Sidhu. But Montreal quickly turns them around, trying to increase their lead yet again. Perrault with it now behind the boards. He gets it to his buddy. Out in front, it goes to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci passes it out in front for Perrault. Perrault gets it back to Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci looks at his option, tries to get out in front. Backhand, just wide. Two players collide in the wall. Ball goes high in the air, and the refs have blown the play down. Face-off will come to the left of Christian Lanton. This has to be what Montreal wants, because it's the perfect opportunity for them to bang another quick one home and increase that lead to 3 goals, while Vancouver just wants to get out of their zone and start getting more balls on net against Christian Lanton, who has been a stone wall so far, only letting 1 out of 12 goals in, or 12 shots. Bassey takes the face-off, wins it back to Vancouver, but Montreal is able to wrest control afterward. Goes over to Gondos, who takes it behind his own net. Bounces off the boards, and they tip it ahead. It looks like Bassey's going to pick it up for his team, and yes, he gets it into Montreal territory, but he's then taken down by Trudeau. Ball goes around. It's going to be picked up by Jump for Montreal, but Vancouver picks it off before Jump can clear the zone. Ball back in the far side corner. Picked up by Randawa. Randawa tries to get it in front. And a shot on goal off the goalie's glove directly down in front of him. And Montreal picks it up, is able to turn it around now. Danik Martel in alone. He's caught up too by Vancouver players. Tries to get it off to Labonte, but it is covered by Adam Butler. Both sides start throwing punches, and it looks like there's going to be a couple offsetting minors handed down. Nick Gondos will sit for Vancouver, and Danik Martel will sit for Montreal. Douse lines up to take the face-off. Looked like it was going Montreal's way, but the play was blown off, and the face-off will be redone in Vancouver's zone. Douse lines up once again against Dosange. Ball is dropped, and Vancouver comes away with it. They backhand it up, trying to get it to Purewall, who can escape, and he gets it. Purewall running as fast as he can, trying to come away with it, and he's taken down. No call on the play. And he has to run back to his bench to pick up a fresh stick. He gets off the rink. Montreal almost had an excellent opportunity, but Vancouver was there to shut it down. Kroll has it now for Montreal. Looking for a friendly face to pass to, but there's a bunch of yellow in his way. Vancouver is able to take it away as Sahota makes his way up the ice with it. Sahota gets it stripped, and it's turned around, picked up by Duguay. Duguay takes a shot, and it's off the backboards, and Adam Butler will reach out and cover it to stop any momentum Montreal might be gaining. This game's getting a little heated as it looks like more fights are almost about to break out on both sides of the ice. Ball is dropped, and there's a high stick off the face-off, courtesy of Maston Sahota, and it looks like he's going to sit for a few minutes. Whether it's 2 or 4 will be decided if number 9, Nelson Vargas Diaz, is bleeding or not. Montreal's first goal of the game came off the power play, and you can bet they're hoping the next goal will too. Double minor against 94. So Sahota will sit for 4 minutes. Vargas Diaz is there to take the face-off for Montreal, and he loses it. Vancouver looks to be trying to clear the zone almost immediately, and I think they will. No! Sandu is taken down, and their bench wants a call, but no call will be made. Montreal re-enters the zone. Vancouver able to clear all the way down the ice, and Lanton will play the ball forward to Provost Blais. Provo Blais moves up the ice, passes the red line. Just barely crosses the line, allowing Montreal to enter. Labonte with the ball now. He gets it behind for Vargas Diaz. Vargas back to Labonte, who passes it again for Vargas Diaz. Labonte with it now. He passes it across to Provost Blais. Provost Blais passes back to Blais. Lines up, fires, fans on the shot. Oh, what an excellent opportunity here for Tinu Bassi, who's in one-on-one, and he shoots, bounces off the boards, killing precious seconds for his team. 1 minute gone in the 4-minute penalty against Sahota. Ghilarducci with it now. Looking for a way in. Vancouver runs to challenge. And Jas Colon is able to clear it all the way down. Tinu is trying to run in and get it for his team again. Bassi isn't able to do much, so he runs back and he will complete his team's change. Ghilarducci with it now. Looks up ahead. Bounces off the boards. Back to Ghilarducci. They were able to enter the zone off that one, so he's good where he is. Passes it off to Prohl. Prohl moves it up again. Back to Prohl. Prohl looks at Ghilarducci. Passes it to him. Ghilarducci passes across. Trudeau with it now. Trudeau looks around. Gets it out in front. Back to Trudeau. Trudeau looks around again. Gets it out in front. Backhand. Ball loose. And Adam Butler is able to cover it up with 1 minute and 48 seconds left in the power play against Sahota. Vancouver looking very good so far on this PK, only letting 1 or 2 shots in on goal and already killing over 2 minutes of the 4-minute penalty. Ball is dropped. 68 takes a slap shot and it goes just wide, and Montreal is able to maintain control. Prohl with it. Looks around. Moves it over to Ghilarducci. Winds, fires off the pad, off a player, and then Adam Butler is able to cover once again with only 1 minute 19 left to kill now. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this final period. Vancouver still trails by 2. The score is 3-1. Shots finally in favor of the leading Montreal Red Light at 13. Vargas Diaz to take the face-off for Montreal, and he's able to win it back on the stick of Provo Blais. He gets it over to number 79, David. David with it now, winds up, looks around. Back to Provo Blais. Oh, he shoots it across all the way to Labonte. Labonte with it again. Labonte shoots, scores! Labonte shot it in. Vargas Diaz tipped it in. It is now 4-1 off a power play goal by Vargas Diaz, tipping in a great shot by Labonte. Ghilarducci to take the face-off. He wins it all the way back to the far side Montreal corner, where it's picked up by Jomp. Jomp gets it around. Manages to get it up to Perrault, who tips it in for Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci shoots it around. It's going to get picked up by Sandu for Vancouver, who whips it all the way down, and this will go for icing. Face-off comes inside Vancouver's zone. Will be taken by Paincho against Ghilarducci. Ghilarducci able to win it back. Montreal takes a slap shot, able to hold the zone, shoots it in, off the boards. Montreal struggling to find the ball as Vancouver clears it down to the red line and pass, which means Montreal is out. Montreal quickly gets back in. Perrault looks to pass across, but no one is able to find a stick. Vancouver 2-on-2. Vancouver gets sewn into the far boards. 19 with it now, take a shot in, but Christian Lanton is able to swallow that one with 8:43 left to play in this second final period. It up, but Fortier is held at the line. LeBrun with it now, looks up ahead. He will jog it up himself. LeBrun surveying his options. Decides to shoot it in. It goes for icing as no one is able to reach in and get their stick on it like he had planned. Ball is dropped, and Montreal once again wins the faceoff, getting it behind their net for Fortier. Fortier looks up ahead. Carries it himself. Shoots it up, gets it on the stick of Doust. Doust shoots it in now, and it's off the stick of 78. Montreal is now officially in, but it's taken away by Vancouver, who looks to turn it around right away. Shooting up and high onto the stick of Nick Gondos. Gondos shoots it in on goal, but it's off the stick. Loose out in front. Vancouver tries to get back. Gondos with it again, but Montreal quickly slaps it away. Gondos picks it up yet again. Gets it out in front. Ball is loose, and it's turned away to the side. Montreal picks it up, and there will be a penalty this time against Montreal, and I think Vancouver will get their first full power play opportunity of the game. Yes, and it looks like LeBrun will take 2 minutes for interference. Montreal once again wins the face-off, gets it back into their corner, but Vancouver looks to keep it in their control by sewing them up. But Montreal is able to clear it all the way down. Adam Butler will come out to play it for Sandu. Sandu picks it up. Looks up ahead, trying to find any holes, but Montreal's forming a line at their blue line. Sandu flips it in. They will dump and chase as City runs in, picks it up in the far side corner, turns, fires it back to Sandu. Sandu and switches sides with Assel. Assel picks it up now. Wines, passes to Sidhu. Ball loose, Sidhu looks around. Back to Assel. Over to Sandu, back to Assel. Assel to Sidhu. Sidhu shoots it in, ball and gets covered as the ref loses sight of it. 6:48 left to play, a minute 7 left in the penalty to LeBrun. Looks like Vancouver called their timeout. Ball is dropped. Vancouver has control. Vancouver pushed back to the red line, but they're able to maintain control thanks to Sandu. Ball goes back to Sandu. He winds, fires! Goal! Power play goal for the Vancouver Bruins, courtesy of Jagpal Sandhu. The lead is cut down to 2, but with only 6 minutes and 33 seconds, Vancouver will need to play smart and play hard in order to come away with a W. Danik Martel will take the face-off here against Dosanjh, but Dosanjh comes away with it. He gets it off to Purewall. Purewall shoots it in deep, and he will hope that Sunner will be able to pick it up. Sunner is blocked by the goalie. Ball shot around by Montreal, behind their own net now. They play it ahead. Montreal gets it up courtesy of Danik Martel, but Vancouver takes it away as soon as he enters the zone. Callon has it, shoots it in deep, hoping that either he or Sunner will be able to pick it up. Goes around the goal. The goalie flips it out. Purewall is there to try and fight for it, but Montreal comes away with it. They get it all the way down to Vancouver territory, but it's picked up by Chahal, who shoots it all the way up, and it's tipped in by Sunner. No icing on this one as Vancouver changes. Montreal tried to catch Vancouver in a change, but they shoot it too far, and it goes for icing. Face off inside the Montreal zone upcoming. Montreal wins that face-off. Currently on the stick of Fortier as he looks around with it. Backhands it up to number 68. Montreal able to enter the zone, but is quickly covered by Adam Butler, who will take the whistle. Vancouver is able to come away with it, gets it all the way down to Montreal territory, but Montreal holds on. Montreal tries to move up with it, instantly shoots it back, and is picked up by Doust. Doust moves it ahead on his own stick. It gets picked up by Prohl. Prohl with it now in the near side corner. Shoots it out in front for Doust, but it goes far. On the stick of Levasseur now. Shot out in front, and the goalie kicks it away. Adam Butler makes a smart save there. Vancouver able to run up with it on the stick of Pinchot, but Pinchot will not be able to hold on to it. Ball's turned around. Montreal comes up with it. Levasseur passes over to Prohl. Prohl runs around with it, looks for his teammates, runs back a bit, backhands it so he can get off the brink. Over to Levasseur. He gets it up to Kukumarski. Kukumarski shoots it in. And is excellent breakup play by number 92 of Vancouver, Brandon Sidhu, but he could have easily knocked that into his own net if he wasn't careful. Ball loose out in front. Goalie, Adam Butler, sticks his leg out, stops the puck where it goes, and covers up instantly. Smart play, smart play, smart play by Adam Butler. Unfortunately, his team still trails by 2 with just 4 minutes to go in this game. Face-off taken by Vargas Diaz, who wins it back. They take a slap shot, but Vancouver blocks it. Nearly picked up in a dangerous position by Matthew David, but it's turned around. It goes all the way down for icing, and Vancouver will have to take another face-off deep in their zone. Ball's down and Montreal wins it. They maintain control, but they aren't able to get any shots off. In the corner now is Vargas Diaz with it, trying to find a teammate. He gets it off to David. David still also looking for a teammate, and Vancouver picks it up after he bobbles it. Vancouver shoots it in, and Montreal wants an icing, but they won't get one. Instead, the goalie comes out, wraps it around his own boards, where Montreal is now able to pick it up, courtesy of Yannick Jomp. Jomp loses it, and oh, what a dangerous play there. Sunner slid in with his stick, tipped the ball almost on goal. Oh, and he does it again. He drops down, takes shots, and almost gets something amazing to happen, but it hasn't quite panned out just yet. Montreal playing catch behind their own net, letting the clock tick down, knowing that if this game ended right now, they would go home with the W. They get it over to Danik Martel. Martel runs up with it. Takes a shot right into the crest of Adam Butler, who covers with the glove. Ball dropped. Vancouver comes away with it, and they get it onto the stick of Ryan Kayla. Kayla shoots it all the way down, but Montreal's able to pick it up in their zone, courtesy of Corbeil. Corbeil still with it. Looks to try and run around his own net again, but he's tailed very closely by a Bruin. So he tries to... Oh! That was definitely a dirty hit there by Matt Randawa, elbowing Corbeil after he backhanded it into the Vancouver zone, and he will sit. And indeed, Matt Randawa will sit for two. At least two after that hit. But Corbeil is also taking a seat. We'll see what the official call is. So they would have had a power play, but Corbeil took a 2-minute call for unsportsmanlike, offsetting minors here. Ball is dropped, and Montreal comes away with it, getting it deep into Vancouver's zone. Looks to be picked up by Parole, but someone's stick gets in the way. Puck goes high in the sky, and we will have a face-off inside the Vancouver zone. Face off to the right of Adam Butler. Looks like Montreal is going to come away with it, but it starts bouncing, and Vancouver is able to pick it up. Almost able to enter the zone, but they're turned around by LeBrun. LeBrun with it now. Winds. Fires. Ball loose behind the net. And it's a wraparound. Oh! What a stick save! Douse lines up to take the face-off against Dosanjh. Ball is dropped, and Dosanjh winches it back for Vancouver, but it's gloved down by a Montreal player on the clear attempt and shot in on Butler, who covers again for the whistle. Ball is dropped, goes back to the Montreal players, but it's blocked by a Vancouver player. And Vancouver might come away with it. No, it's gloved back in by Levasseur. Vancouver with it now. Takes a shot in. Ball loose. Lanton will want to cover this, but Montreal turns it away. Montreal with an odd man rush opportunity now, but it's quickly turned around by Sandu. Sandu backhands it, but it's taken away by Montreal. Ghilarducci shoots it up. Looks like it's going to be picked up by Prohl. Prohl is able to get his stick on it. Gets it. Montreal taking a few shots, wanting to get any goal they can before the end of this game. Although it is certainly not looking good for Vancouver. The ball goes high and wide into the webbing, and another whistle is blown. Face-off stays inside Vancouver territory with only 16 seconds left to play in this one. Ball is dropped. Vancouver wins it back. They bounce it off the boards, but I don't think it'll be enough. With just 10 seconds left to go, it looks like Red Light will come away with the W in this one. 4-2 the final. Please join us again at 4 o'clock for our next game, the Edmonton Savages between the Saskatchewan Buffalo. I'm Levi Locker. Thank you for tuning in to the CBHA National Championships.